What's going on, guys? Jeff here, aka Pancake Mix for you, back here with another Call of Duty World War II video. Today we're playing at Point Du Hoc. We got jjredicjk and jjredicjk in the game as well, and playing some Hardpoint using the Type 100 as well as Hunker, which is basically a need at this map. You're going to be running into a lot of explosions. So that's the gameplay that's going to be going on here in the background. But we got some big news today. Black Ops 4 has basically been confirmed, as well as Call of Duty World at War Remastered coming this year here in 2018. Now, I know there's been a lot of speculation about, where's Modern Warfare 2 fit in with all of this? Is it coming this year, next year? This pretty much is going to tell us that now Modern Warfare 2 is going to be coming here in 2019, either before the release of Infinity Ward's new game or alongside with it as a pre-order bonus. But talking about this big news with Black Ops 4, basically what happened here is GameStop had some photos leaked of what's going to be in inventory, and it's going all over YouTube, all over social media. Probably a chance you've already heard something about this. So I'm just going to kind of talk about this real quick, give my opinion on things. I'm even going to show you the photos that were leaked here by Charlie Intel. So let's take a look here at this first photo here, leaked from GameStop. And as you can see Call of Duty Black Ops 4 is written all over the place. And there's t-shirts for sale. There's other things such as lanyards here on the second photo. Now, as we're looking at, we have a lanyard, t-shirt, and t-shirt shows the price there on the side. This is legit from GameStop itself. But let's take a look here at this third photo, because this is what is really getting me hyped. I'm not necessarily excited for Black Ops 4. I mean, I liked Black Ops, the series. It's a great series. I kind of thought Treyarch might start something new, and so I was kind of surprised to see that Black Ops 4 is still the way they're going to go. But here's the third photo. So in this third photo, we see right in the middle, it says display Call of Duty World at War oversized box promotion item. So this is going to be like a massive box, probably sitting somewhere in the stores of GameStop, promoting the game, promoting this pre-order bonus or whatever type bonus it might be for World at War Remastered. So that confirms that we're going to get that with the release of Black Ops 4. And how exciting is that to go back to World at War? What a great game that was, a very popular game. I know a lot of people that think, or they say that that might have been the best Call of Duty, or it's their favorite Call of Duty. I really wasn't into that game a whole lot, because I actually didn't even have high-speed internet at the time when that game was in its prime. So I really didn't get to play that game and experience the multiplayer like a lot of people did. I did get to experience Nazi zombies in that game after getting high-speed internet finally. I just remember how fun that was, playing all those old-school maps. And we've seen these maps in recent Call of Duties. I know those maps came back to Black Ops 1 and eventually came back to Black Ops 3. So you can still play all those maps. But that base game for World at War Remastered, or just World at War in general before the remaster, that game was a solid game, and a really great game. And just one of those games that a lot of people really liked. And the Call of Duty franchise, it's pretty high up on the list. So I'm super excited that that is coming back. But what a lot of people on this channel, and people know that my channel is mostly centered around Modern Warfare 2 gameplay. And I know, looking back at my channel, that's most of my videos are. They are Modern Warfare 2, talking about Modern Warfare 2, and then the possible Modern Warfare 2 remaster. And we'll get into this more, probably deeper in another video. But Modern Warfare 2 is basically, it's confirmed. It's gonna happen. If they didn't remaster it, they'd be absolutely insane, because that's a lot of money that's left on the table. And I know that some people thought it could be released here in 2018 or the third quarter of 2018, which, I mean, I thought was a possibility, but I really didn't buy into that much, just because this year in 2018 it's Treyarch's turn to make a game. Now, I wasn't really expecting Treyarch to even do a remaster with World at War at all. I mean, Treyarch, lately they've been the top dog in Call of Duty, making the best games. You looking back to Black Ops 1, 2, and 3. Those are all great games that it seems like a lot of people liked in the community, and hasn't really seen a whole lot of hate. Say like games like Infinity Ward with Infinite Warfare's release, that was pretty bad. It was atrocious. Those numbers were not in favor of that game. You go back to the trailer of that game when they announced it, so many dislikes. The only thing that kept that game afloat was Modern Warfare Remastered. And even a lot of people kind of got upset the way they went about Modern Warfare Remastered, just because some people wanted to see some changes. The frag times 3, M16 being overpowered. That's something I wasn't really too concerned about. I mean, yeah, the M16 was an amazing gun, but why would you change that and, you know, make the game different in that way? I can understand some people trying to get some of the things in the game that might have been broken or way too overpowered or just flat out annoying with 3 grenades. That's understandable, but I think you don't want to touch the weapons in terms of balance, because then it's really not the same game. And then what made a lot of people mad, including myself, is they added a ton of new weapons that were not in the original game, like the XMLAR. You know, that game or that gun was absolutely insane. It was way overpowered. And there's some other games or other guns in the game that were added, and I wasn't, you know, a huge fan of the melee weapons adding into the game. I know they got to do something. You know, it's a business. They're all centered around making money, but they just changed the game a little too much, in my opinion, and it kind of made the game die faster. And that's just something that, you know, is my opinion. I think that they could have done a lot of other things to prolong the life of the game and make it more enjoyable for everybody else. The supply drops in that game, that kind of ruined it as well. I mean, you had to, you know, buy a bunch of supply drops in order to get those weapons, or, you know, you could craft them with your armory credits or whatever they were called back then. I think it was salvage at the time being, but regardless, Black Ops 4 and World at War are basically confirmed at this point, and we'll be getting them here in November in 2018. Modern Warfare 2 is still out there on the table. Infinity Ward is making the next game, so we're probably going to see a Modern Warfare 2 remaster alongside the new Infinity Ward game later in the coming years. 2019 is probably when it's going to happen. I've kind of been expecting that. Realistically, I mean, if Activision and Call of Duty want to make the most money, you know, remastering a game every year might be the way to go. But I'm kind of curious to what Black Ops 4, their time setting is going to be. You know, we had Black Ops 3, it was very futuristic. It seemed to go over okay, and it didn't seem like a whole lot of people complained about it because they did it pretty good. I thought they did that game well. You look at Infinity Ward with their new game in Infinite Warfare, you know, that was atrocious. I mean, I played that game maybe max time of 2 hours, and I haven't touched the game since. So, you know, personally, that's just my opinion. I know there's some people out there that might have liked the game, but as a whole, you look at the community in Call of Duty, that game was not a very well accepted game, and you couldn't imagine Call of Duty go back to the futuristic setting that soon. But who knows? Treyarch might just do it here at Black Ops 4, but if they do, who cares if we're getting World at War Remastered, because then we have another boots on the ground game to play. And, you know, if it's going to make two portions of the community happy, you're going to have your futuristic players and then your old school boots on the ground players. That's completely fine with me, as long as I get a boots on the ground Call of Duty and a game that I know I'm going to enjoy. That'd be absolutely awesome. Well, guys, that's pretty much going to do it here at Point Du Hoc using the Type 100. Pretty solid game, almost 6,000 score. But I'm going to go ahead and leave you with that. Be sure to comment down your thoughts below, and I'll link those images and the article down in the description as well. But with that being said, thanks for all watching. Be sure to subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video.
Hardpoint is secure. Azon bomb ready. Incoming enemy artillery. Get to cover. Artillery ready for orders. Waiting coordinates. Enemy counterintelligence aircraft observed. Recon flights until the sky is clear. Firing on target. Recon aircraft destroyed.